Hello, Internet. This is Shea. I'm joined today by Axel. Hello, Axel.
Hello.
And today we are going to be playing Dwarf Fortress, a top-down assai art dwarven civilization simulator manager thing. There's no good way to describe it. It was one of the many things that influenced the creation of Minecraft, along with a couple other games. And that's about it. First thing we gotta do is generate our world, which is what we're doing right now, which takes a bit of... which takes a bit of time.
What's going on here? Alright.
So one of the cool things about this game is what it actually does when you first start it up is you generate a world, and when you generate that world, it generates a history of that world, and then you place yourself in it. Basically, you are a group of dwarves who have traveled from their home to start a new colony, a new civilization, to create a new empire. And, unfortunately, the dwarves on their own aren't terribly smart, so you've got to kind of lead them around and tell them what to do to save them from their own stupidity. And believe me, they suffer from stupidity.
Oh, yes. It's more like you use your deity powers to guide them with the giant metal hand in the sky. Yeah.
Alright, you know what? I think that's generated enough of the world, so we're gonna just take it as it is.
Should be important to note that in this particular game there are also legendary beasts, but once they've all been slain, the name of the age actually changes. What it changes to, I don't remember anymore, but it changes.
Yes, we've both played this game together in the past. We put it down for quite a while, and now we are picking it up, and together we will co-manage a single fortress into its inevitable death for your entertainment. So, hopefully we can get more than 2 episodes out of a single fortress before having to make a new one.
Before it spirals out of control. As they say, you don't really lose in Dwarf Fortress, you just have fun.
You just have fun. Yes. There's plenty of fun to be had, that's for sure. Oh, look at that lovely 2 FPS I'm getting. Alright, so start playing. Adelasamad. Adelasamad is the name of our new world. So, we are going to load up the world, and we are going to choose where we want to start. As far as we've been able to tell, this is a loading screen, but it looks like we start on the 15th of Granite, year 118, which is just a little after the beginning of the springtime.
Looks like there's a bit of a tainted land down in the ice cap.
Yeah. Alright. So, because we are incredibly misanthropic dwarves, we want to start on an island away from everybody else. Because screw everyone else. Trees sparse. No, we want a place with trees. Now, the astute among you and those who are veterans to Dwarf Fortress might notice there's no aquifers anywhere. This is because we tried to play with aquifers. There's an entire hour-long episode of this that no longer exists, because after an hour of trying, we were not able to successfully make our way through an aquifer. And so, for the sake of actually being able to produce content, we are going to skip on that.
A little terrifying when the gods of the dwarves have completely forgotten how to build a dirt plug.
Our only neighbors here are dwarves, which is okay with me.
Looks like a good spot, actually, yeah.
I think the name of this stream is Wind Vapors the Dead Fangs.
Oh, okay, that sounds ominous. Just a bit.
Just a
Despite
little.
the fact that it's calm. Alright, well, let's embark.
This looks like a good place.
Wait, what?
Nah, so then don't worry about it. It's fine. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Stesokmelbil.
Stesso! It's Stesso!
Stesso. For the glory of Stesso. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the cougars get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Kilrudikal, Bronzehild, strike the earth.
Ooh, Bronzehild. Well, it's definitely no boat murder. I like the name of that one.
Boat murder, yes. Alright, so, this is where we're starting. Surprisingly clear looking, which is okay with me. So first things first is we need to create a home.
Typically we go with an underground because it's a lot easier that way.
Yeah,
Although we could do alternate. Let's see what we're gonna do here.
No, I like the idea of the underground fortress. So we are going to make some downstairs.
Before I get too wild there, what the hell is that thing up in the stream there?
This guy over here.
What is that? Yeah. It's not a downward slope.
River otter.
Oh, those things are tricksy bastards. Alright, keep your eye on them.
A small river mammal with a long body. They enjoy eating shellfish and other small animals. He is gigantic. His hair is brown. His skin is sepia. His eyes are brown. He's a brown creature.
He's very brown. So brown he's got a filter.
So brown, his sepia filter doesn't do anything to him. Oh, that's almost racist. Anyways.
Oh!
So, yeah, let's head down, I guess. I'm gonna put the entrance kind of away from the river, just to avoid any problems. I think right here looks good. Now, do I want like a do I want like a 3x3 stairway or a 1x1 stairway?
I'm thinking you might want definitely not just one, just because if you have a lot of above and
if
underground
there's a lot
traffic,
of traffic, then you end up with a traffic jam. I think I'm gonna go with my classic standby of building everything in 3x3s.
Please tell me we're digging on top of a... Oh, there it is, okay.
I think that should be down deep enough. Let's see where they end up there.
Actually, maybe make the center just a pillar. Just for shits and giggles.
You think so?
No, alright. I don't know. That'd be a thing.
I suppose I'd be okay with that. Designate... Cancel designation. I think I'll want to dig it out later and actually, like, build a pillar in the middle. So here we go. So our dwarves are going to go around and start doing things. Something
Actually,
seems to have spooked that river otter. Oh, that's alright. I do have Dwarf Therapist open here, which is a nice little program that allows me to quickly modify what the dwarves do on the fly. So I can tell other dwarves to, you know, become miners and stuff such as that.
Actually, I'm seeing a lot of fish going around that stream over there. You might want to get yourself a little, what is it there? The fishery or the... There's two structures you gotta build. One to clean the fish and one to process them.
Yep, all in due time.
Of course.
Alright, so this will be the start of our empire. So
Buried stone.
yeah, we've already got looks like some nice building material to work with. So we want some working rooms, some rooms to work in. So what I generally like to do is the work rooms are 3x3, and I like to leave walls between them, kind of separate everything out nicely. So
You're also gonna need lodgings for the 7 dwarves.
yeah, so the 7 dwarves are gonna need housing as well, as Axel has pointed out. So let's how do I wanna let's worry about the shops to start with. Get those up and running. What kind of material is that?
Alright.
White sand.
Oh, sand.
And this is clay stone. Interesting.
Is it? No, clay is impermeable. It's actually... Yeah. Water doesn't flow through clay, I think.
Now, one of the big challenges in Dwarf Fortress is the ever obvious need to keep your dwarves happy and efficient. And to this end, there are many things you can do to make them happy. You can give them nice bedrooms, places to relax, places to dine, a steady supply of alcohol, stuff like this. Which are all things that we'll need to address as we go along, but the first thing we've really got to do is just get a place started to call our own. Now, we also need storage, and while Dwarf Fortress does have its own very efficient form of storage called stockpiles, there's a different way we can do it. It is a much beloved way to me. I always use it in my fortresses, and it is called quantum storage, which takes advantage of some interesting quirks in the way certain things in Dwarf Fortress operate. So,
dwarf physics.
Dwarf physics, indeed. Axel, I'm going to trust that you can do the research on how to create that for me.
Alright.
Why else do I have you helping me?
Well, just to remind you that your fisherman probably just got dragged on the river.
Nah.
Used to be a concern. I think it was the carp. The carp used to be a dangerous species.
Nah, he's just over there fishing.
Okay.
Now, we do still need storage rooms for certain types of things. So let me designate smooth. Let me have them smooth all this stone.
Okay, quantum storage. I seem to recall something about it requiring a rail.
Yeah, it requires like a rail stop and a minecart and a couple other things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a fishery, and I'm going to build a storage area for the fishery produce behind it.
There we go.
Now, certain things can't be quantumly stored. The idea behind the quantum storage quirk is that normally a stockpile can only have a certain number of items on it. Now, when you design the quantum storage, that's subverted by the fact that these minecarts automatically drop items onto the stockpile, allowing it to exceed its normal capacity. Unfortunately, this doesn't work well with various things like food that can rot, because you stack it on top of each other, one piece rots and just the whole lot of it goes, which is most... Fisher Dwarf cancels drink dangerous terrain. Why you drinking on dangerous terrain?
He's probably trying to drink on the river. You might want to check to see if you have any alcohol.
Foolish dwarf, you don't drink and fish. So we need a food stockpile.
Should
here.
point out that is the most important resource in this game is alcohol.
The most
Run
important
out of this stuff.
resource to a dwarf is the ability to drink themselves into a stupor.
Alright, so I got the quantum storage recipe up here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, how does one quantumly store things? You want to provide me with the source?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, while he's trying to figure that out, a couple of important things to figure out when you're embarking are, well, actually not to figure out, but to immediately start working on, as I pointed out, is take a look around your surroundings and see what's immediately available. There's a lot of fish, and your fishermen are probably going to be pulling in a lot of fish, as I mentioned earlier. You want to start setting up a fishery and a cleaning hut, I think. I know there's 2 buildings for it. You're going to want to designate some stockpiles to manage the fish. You're also going to want to make sure that the prepared fish are immediately moved into safer storage, because rodents and other small mongrels will eventually show up and try to run off with your haul, which is never good.
Yeah.
The other important things, of course, is setting up stockpiles for vegetation to get your brewing dwarves get their brew on, as well as a workstation to work with alcohol. Even more stuff to consider. Years of like us playing this. You're gonna want to get your woodworking shop up so you can start making barrels as soon as possible, because your brewing guys need containers to put their brews in. And I think, other than just getting some beds for getting your dwarves comfy, that's about it. After that, the rest is just, you know, making your fortress.
Alright, so... while it may seem silly, as Alex or Axel here can tell you, I am incredibly picky about how good things look. So I smooth everything out and make everything look good before I go building anything anywhere. So let me tell a couple more.
You're gonna work them to the bone.
Yes. Let me tell a couple more of these dwarves that they're allowed to go, you know, smoothing stone. What does that fall under? That falls under stone detailing, right?
Stone detailing? Probably, yeah.
There we go, yes it does. Excellent.
Yeah. Should point out, you might want to set a door next to your stockroom there, just to keep the cats out of there.
That requires a wood workshop, right?
I think so, yeah. At least. Or you could have a stone shop. Have one of the guys make a door out of the stone you're making there.
Oh, I suppose. Well, that's what I'm trying to work up right now, is work on right now is a stone workshop. I just want them to get the material smoothed, and then the first quantum stockpile I want to make is wood and stone, so that we can keep a steady supply of them. Alright, so, buildings. Workshops. So the first thing we want is a mason's workshop?
Yeah, Mason's workshop will get you into the stonework. Interesting collection of materials to work with.
Sure, we'll make it out of clay stone.
Helps you a checklist when you're playing this.
Mm-hmm. So what does it take to make a,
Still looking it up.
I'm trying to decide, how do you make a minecart? What am I gonna need to make this?
That's a good question. My first thought is a mechanical shop, because it's like wheels and other stuff, but hang on a second here. Not a minecart. There we go.
A minecart.
Predecessor to the minecart. Okay.
So the first thing
Made
you need
from
to
wood
do
at a
is
carpenter's
build
workshop.
a
Okay.
track stop.
So to make one of these things, you can actually make it at a carpenter's workshop, or if you want to make a metal one, you can do it at the metalsmith's
Make
forge.
sure you set the dumping direction D.
Now, something else to point out here, while Shea is, detailing the crap out of his entire base, detailing also increases the value of your fortress, which means that as it grows in its wealth, the more tales will be spread around about it, which means that at the end of this winter, if he keeps detailing it, he might find himself with a very large number of immigrants. This could be a problem, or it might not.
So now
The other side effect of increasing the value of it is increasing the likeliness of us being invaded, or perhaps just being attacked or noticed by some other unwelcomed house guest.
So now I want a custom stockpile for stone and gems. We'll put them both in the same stockpile. So now I need to designate a 1x1x1 distribution stockpile on the square where the stuff will.
Oh, there we go. Okay, didn't see where you're designating. So this works with very specific cardinal directions, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I did that correctly. With no barrels, bins, or wheelbarrows. Make it take from links only, but don't make any links. How do I do that? I can't remember how I stockpiles.
I think you have to. What do you have to go in the custom settings? Okay.
No barrels.
Huh.
I think I did that correctly.
Oh,
what is that sitting on the stockpile?
That is a cart.
That's a wheelbarrow. No, how do I set the preferences for this? Oh, set building tasks / preferences.
Okay.
So, no wheelbarrows. No bins. And have it take from links only, but don't give it any links. Done. Okay. Now, designate a receiving stockpile. The larger it is, the more dwarves will simultaneously collect items. So now we need a new stockpile with custom settings for stone and gems. It's going to be 3 wide. Done. And then we want to give it the preferences of up to 3 wheelbarrows. No bins, no barrels.
This is a very, very important and tedious process.
Yes. And then construct a new hauling route. You'll need to make a minecart.
Is it specifically a minecart, or will a barrel do?
No, it's got to
Or
be a
not barrel, but
minecart.
barrel. Oh.
So, how do you construct a minecart, did you say?
Yeah, you need a metal forge.
Okay, which means I'm gonna need fuel, right?
Yeah. See, I thought you could do this with wheelbarrows. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. How did you construct the wheelbarrow?
I didn't, but I mean, I imagine...
You didn't? Okay. So, that's not it. Alright, so go construct yourself a carpenter shop.
Okay.
Yeah, you can construct a wooden wheelbarrow. Not wheelbarrow, blah, blah. A wooden minecart.
Building... workshop... Carpenter's
workshop. See? Yeah. Just stick that bad boy right there. Probably have to designate for some trees to get chopped.
No, I'm sure that I've already got plenty of,
Oh, yeah.
wood on my
Yeah,
cart.
that's right.
Oh, I also need a fishery.
Oh, yes. You're best sticking the fishery up top, right next to the river. I mean, it's your choice, but I feel it's best to keep it close to where they're fishing, because that's where they kind of, like, dump it off.
You think so?
Yeah. It makes quick work, they get back to it faster. You move the food down south. You know, that sort of thing.
Okay. We've made so much more progress in this half an hour than we did in the one episode that ended up getting lost.
I think in the first one there we just accomplished digging, what, 3 holes?
3 holes that didn't do what we wanted them to. So how do I get buildings to build stuff? How does that work? Oh.
Okay,
oh,
so
set
you gotta
order.
select the building.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no. So K. Go over to the building. No, not K. How do I do this?
I think there's a hotkey to look at the building
set
or view the building.
tasks, add new task.
There you go. Ah, perfect. Scroll down to the second page. There it is, wooden minecart. There you go.
Needs logs.
Okay, so they need to chop up some logs. Come with some wood, you say?
My last minecart came with wood.
Maybe it's because they tore the cart up.
Or my last, Holy crap!
Whoa! What? What sorcery is this?
I don't remember one tree producing that much wood.
Oh,
Oh,
well
that's
then.
cool. You know what it is?
They're felling the tree, aren't they?
That's the tree falling over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, look at how big the trees are.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. It's like I said, it's been a while since Axel and I have actually stopped and played this game. There was a couple months where we played it incessantly. To the point where
So
he
much so
stopped
I even
playing
had a
it,
copy at
and
work.
I was still playing it.
Oh, what do you just... Okay.
So now, I need to...
That's interesting. You brought the fish down there.
H, so...
Huh.
We make a new route, assign a vehicle. Oh, I don't have the vehicle yet. Why didn't he make the thing yet?
Uh, maybe because he has to haul the wood down?
Oh no, he did make it. So why can't I... Route. Select route.
Oh, maybe because you need to plop down the cart?
Assign vehicle. Assign vehicle.
Yeah, probably going to plop the cart down. What's the settings for that stockpile you got over there? With all the barrels? Is that just food?
Yeah.
Okay.
add new
Maybe they're bringing the
task.
raw fish down there.
Make wooden minecart. Do task
Do task now!
Oh, right. He had canceled the task because we didn't have the materials for it. Alright,
Alright,
something
so it looks
magical
like you
should happen
finished it.
here. So, new route, assign vehicle, action minecart, and to find a new stop on your constructed track stop. New stop. Enter to define the stop. Enter again to set the desired items
Guide north
to be the
immediately.
same as your stockpile.
Store gems, okay.
X to remove all existing conditions.
Guide north. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah.
S to make a stockpile link. And choose the receiving stockpiles.
Let's do that one.
Take
Okay.
from stockpile number 3. Now, if I did that correctly,
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Storage works. Alright, so that's one task down. So,
I sincerely feel that they left this particular glitch in just because it is far more efficient in terms of CPU processing than having all your crap lie all over the place.
yeah. So, now we want to make one for wood as well.